Uh, Back again. What is the deal, Raider Nation? Look, I know nobody in this thing yet, as of yet. But at the end of the day, man, what's happening with y'all? Raiders win another game, 21-16, I believe, 21-16. So as we wait, or 17, as we wait for some more people to hop up in the live, hop up in the chat, man. Hey, a win is a win today, man, especially if Jimmy Garoppolo goes down. I know I said a lot about, not wanting to win in the type of fashion where it's kind of up for debate. But at the end of the day, Jimmy Garoppolo goes down, so it takes all the steam off of, the play calling and all of that. So at the end of the day, Raiders still get the dub. But I want to know from y'all, how y'all feeling, man, as I wait for y'all to get in the chat. But real quick, can y'all hear me, man? I mean, Raiders win. Your boy upgraded mics. We finally not using no Walgreens headphone mics, man. So at the end of the day, we back. We cracking. So how y'all feeling out there, Raider Nation, man, as we get the live on and cracking, man? Let me go ahead. You know what I got to do every time the Raiders get a nice little dub in here, man. Sound off, man. How y'all feeling, Raider Nation? How we feeling after the dub, bro? Y'all sound off here in the live. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, share out the content, man. Let's vibe out after the Raiders win. A close one, nail biter, really. Once again, defense finishes the game. Second week in a row, right? Second week in a row, we see this defense finish the game. So at the end of the day, you know what time it is, bro. It's time to go all in. Find a trade partner. Find a trade candidate. Let's get this shit cracking. Let's bring in somebody else to help match, bro. It's about that time. Man, Cliff, man, what's going on, man? Appreciate you, man. I'm glad y'all can hear me, man. Like I said, your boy finally upgraded mics. So now, slowly but surely, everything in this bitch is gonna get upgraded. You know what I mean? Slowly but surely, we're gonna get this whole operation up and running how it's supposed to be. But at the end of the day, like you said, Cliff, just win, baby. Always good to catch a W, man. It's never a bad thing to catch a win. Now, we got some things to talk about. And, I'm going to wait till a couple more people hop in the live, see if I got a little special guests that come in here. But at the end of the day, even in this win, we got a couple of things we're going to have to touch on, man, especially for next week, bro. What we going to do is what it is. Hoyer will never be it. I agree. I completely agree. And, like I said, if it's me, next week, especially against the Bears, O'Connell will start. I don't give a damn. I want him to start next week. That's against the Bears. Justin Fields might be out next week. God damn it. If you don't start this kid against Chicago, bro, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a fucking problem. Hoyer showed some nice things down the stretch. But for a full game, bro, it's not going to be it, bro. Whoever thinks, Brian Hoyer is going to be cool for a full 4 quarters, I got something coming for you. I'm telling you, it's not going to be pretty. Sun Goddess, what is the deal, man? Another ugly win yet, and I'm still taking it all day. Everything during your week is better when the Raiders win a game. Everything during your week is better when the Raiders finally win a game and the Raiders are in the winning side of things, right? So, like I said, bro, it's an ugly win. And we'll take it, especially because you had your quarterback go out. I feel like if Jimmy Garoppolo stayed for all 4 quarters, probably could have been a different outcome. You probably could have controlled the game a little more than you did if Jimmy was in the game for all 4 quarters. But you give it to the team, man. Resiliency, fight, grit. We stayed in it. We ended up winning the game. Defense, once again, I think, each week, and I will be honest, bro, each week, I come into this game with a sense of worry, right? Where I'm like, oh shit, the defense might give us false hope, and then one week they completely fall apart because it's what I'm used to. But I think it's safe to say now, these motherfuckers is playing, bro. Whatever they're ranked, whatever we're looking at them and we see, bro, our eyes are not deceiving us. We have a fucking defense. Finally, bro. Everybody in this chat, I know if you're a Raiders fan, how long have we waited to say we have a fucking defense, right? Maybe it's because we play in lower competition, but at the end of the day, they're not getting over 20 points. That's 3 straight weeks I've seen this defense do some work, do damage. And they just ended the game 2 straight weeks. So at the end of the day, I'm flabbergasted by what I'm seeing. Competent defense who can not only cause pressure and cause havoc during the game, but finish a game. That shit, to me, is unseen, unheard of, right? Unheard of to me. I've never seen this. This shit is crazy. So that leads me even more. If you were watching my channel early on in the week, we made the video. The Raiders need to go all in on defense. I think that even 10 times more now. 10 times more. The Raiders need to go all in on this defense, bro. Make the trade. Make the call. Do something. Acquire somebody. Right? Carolina just got their ass whooped 42-20. Look at what they want for Brian Burns, Derek Brown. The Giants about to get their ass whooped in less than an hour, right? See what they want for Leonard Williams. Let's see what's cracking there. Something. Daniil Hunter. See if Minnesota's still trying to get off Daniil. Maybe not because they just won, so they might have some hope about themselves. But multiple teams, bro. I mean, shit. See what Washington went for Montez Sweat. You know, something. Make a trade, bro, but find another bookend DN who could come in here and cause more havoc. Because you see what the shit we're doing now, our D tackles are starting to come alive. Starting to come alive. Look at Bilal Nichols getting some pressure, bro. I never thought I'd fucking see today. Bilal Nichols finally doing something. Adam Butler, a sack. Jonathan Jenkins getting busy, right? Or John, whatever, bro. Hey, this defense, bro. This defense got me excited. Let me read some of y'all comments, man. Hoyer looked a lot better than Hey, no, facts. I'll give him his credit where credit is due. Hoyer did look good, but for a full 4 quarters, like, you know, for a full 4 quarters, I don't know. I'm not seeing it. Max gets game ball for sure. Yeah, he definitely gets the game ball, bro. Max definitely got to get the game ball. Stomp, what's the deal? Do you think it's good enough to fuck no? Well, you talking about the defense specifically, Stomp? If you talking about the defense specifically, maybe. Because Kansas City ain't playing all that well offensively right now, right? I think they're still trying to find their identity now. Right now, they're doing something that I've never really seen them do in this Mahomes era, and that's they're kind of leaning on this run game a little bit, right? And right now, the Raiders are, although they have momentary lapses, they're stopping the run pretty well right now, right? So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult just because Mahomes can run around, and we still have. I don't know who's going to be able to fuck with Kelsey right now. I don't. Diablo's playing better. Merrick, my God, finally we're seeing the Merrick that I've been wanting to see. But, I don't know. Your boy's playing at an otherworldly level right now. So I think the defense is good enough to hold them under 25, get them to around 21, right? I think the defense is good enough for that. Maybe fuck around and hold them to 7. I think the defense is good enough to hold them under 20-something points, under 25 points. I think the defense is good enough to get them there. But then it matters about the offense at the end of the day, because I feel like our momentary lapses, Mahomes is going to take advantage of those at some certain points. But if we can keep causing pressure like we're doing, it's going to be tricky, right? Because that tackle that the Chiefs got, was it Taylor? He ain't all that good, bro. So if it's me, I'm putting Max Crosby on his ass all game and causing false starts like a motherfucker over there. But that's what I'm saying. We need more, bro. We need more pressure against that dude. We need more. But it's there. I think we're there. I think we can fuck with Mahomes. I'm not going to lie. The defense can fuck with Mahomes. Yeah. The defense can fuck with Mahomes, bro. I see it. Hoyer looks better. Yep. Mad Max keys to the city. Max Crosby for president. Max Crosby for president. Patrick Graham for vice president. God damn it. They holding it down. Yeah. Was it only 19 or did they get over 20? Now let me know in the chat. Against Denver, did KC only get 19 points or did they get over 20? Let me know. Because the Raiders defense is definitely playing better than Denver's defense. Definitely. I mean, let's go over some of the stats, right? I mean, just by the eye test alone. Oh, shit, we can't even go over the stats. My whole goddamn phone is dead. Oh, they had 19? Stop. If they had 19, we can fuck around with them. I'm not going to lie. We can fuck around with them. We can get it going. If Denver held KC to 19 points, we can do some things. We can do some things, but it all depends. The offense is going to have to win that game, though. That's just plain and simple. Offense is going because KC's defense is better this year than it's been in a couple of years. So it's going to depend on our offense that game. That's just plain and simple. Offense got to win that game. We'll see who's playing the quarterback at that point. I mean, first of all, prayers up to Jimmy Garoppolo, right? We don't know what happened going into, he said he's going into the locker room, or not the locker room. He went to the ambulance. He went to the hospital. So, prayers up to him. Hopefully everything is good and it's not something serious. But, having Hoyer come in here, that's cool, for maybe next week, right? But after next week, you got to go into Detroit. So, I mean, going into Detroit, I mean, how confident are y'all going into Detroit with Brian Hoyer? I mean, you can say probably you're not that confident in Aiden O'Connell either, but at the end of the day, right? And this goes back to the team building, bro. You got Jimmy Garoppolo, a guy who's often injured, right? Whose injuries often cost a significant amount of playing time sometimes, right? And then you bring in Brian Hoyer, right? And then you underprepare the rookie who we all can admit he has some promise, but you can't underprepare him. I think if you're going to play this motherfucker this week, if you're going to play Aiden O'Connell this week, he has to start the whole entire week of practice, right? Because Jimmy leaving the way he did does not tell me that he's going to be ready next week. That's just what it is. That is my gut opinion. Jimmy leaving the way he did this game does not give me a lot of confidence that he is going to be playing next week. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Yeah, it's dirty, man. It's dirty. So I'm sitting here thinking that it's time for us to go all in on this defense and get things cracking. Okay, that's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. At the end of the day, and I feel like I keep saying that. The defense led the team again. Led the team. Offense was lackluster. We saw a couple things from Josh Jacobs today, right? And we saw Jacoby get involved. Finally, you see Michael Mayer get involved. And this is what I've been preaching and hoping for. Michael Mayer, Trey Tucker, get them involved. You know what I'm saying? Get the ball in their hands. These are playmakers. We had a good draft. I'm telling people right now, we had a pretty good draft. You just got to utilize these guys. Utilize Michael Mayer, man. This dude gets open. He gets open. He knows he has that innate ability to find the soft spots in the zone, bro. He has that type of ability, right? So find him. Trey Tucker, you finally stretch. It took Brian Hoyer to stretch the goddamn field, right? And that's the crazy part. It took Brian Hoyer to stretch the field, but you finally get the ball in his hands. I mean, I think Josh McDaniels didn't call a bad game today, to be honest with you. I don't think he called a bad game. There's just a couple things that I think Tony Romo kept saying it too. And sometimes Tony Romo goes a little overboard, but he kept saying it. There's just a couple things sometimes when we're moving the ball that keeps us off schedule, bro. It just keeps us off schedule, right? And if there were things that like holding calls, motherfuckers letting people run scot-free to the quarterback, or somebody not getting their assignment in a run blocking scheme, something like that. If it's not one of those where then it puts us behind the sticks, we're moving the ball efficiently. But right now, we're having those couple plays a goddamn game where somebody fucks up and it ruins the whole rhythm of the drive. So that's where we're at right now. You see, look, Cliff said Jimmy's in the hospital. That's what I'm saying. The way Jimmy left the game and having to go to the hospital, he's not playing next week. He's not playing next week. Plain and simple. So Ravens got to make a decision tonight. It has to be tonight or some goddamn time within the next 2-3 days. Aiden O'Connell, is he going to play against Chicago? Yes or no? In my gut feeling, I have a feeling that they're going to say no, and they're going to trot Brian Hoyer's ass out there. And I'm telling you, for a full 4 quarters. I don't like it. I don't like it for a full 4 quarters. What's up, Tony? What's up, man? Cheers to you, boss. We got a dub, man. Dub. Y'all know what time it is, bro. Always a pleasure coming on here, man, after a win, talking to y'all, man. It's always a pleasure. Stomp. AFC will definitely play better than what, man, come on, bro, please. Thank you, Stomp. Thank you. We're playing the Bears. The Bears. Justin Fields, keep in mind, might not play next week either. So if Justin Fields ain't gonna fucking play next week, they got a undrafted quarterback that's gonna play next week, or maybe Nathan Peterman. Why not play him? Why not get the confidence now, bro? Get his confidence in that game. You could have fucked around and played him this week. To be honest, you could have played him this week, but whatever. Can't cry over spilled milk. But play him next week, bro. Because at the end of the day, I would play him against Detroit too if he has a good game next week. And keep this in mind too. We're never going to get rhythm as a fucking offense if we continue to flip-flop these goddamn quarterbacks in the lineup. Certain receivers ain't going to get rhythm, i.e. Devontae. Certain people, ain't going to get the rhythm that they need to if you keep flip-flopping a quarterback in and out of the season. Jimmy Garoppolo has not shown the ability to stay healthy. Whether he misses a week, 2 weeks, it's not good for the rhythm of the offense for your starting quarterback to continuously be out the lineup. It's not. You need to find a solution that's going to stay in the lineup, Aiden O'Connell, who's going to get better week in and week out. We're just not going to be, or we're going to continue to plateau, and the offense is never going to reach its peak because your signal caller is not in rhythm. This is what it is. Tony, party going on. I feel you. I'm about to join the party too. I might roll me up a little something right here, man. Get it cracking. Y'all know how we do over here. But at the end of the day, I had to come in here and chill with the fam, bro, after the game, bro. I had to chill with the fam. So definitely, we upgrading the mic. Ratings get a dub, bro. Shit, upgrading the podcast. We living good over here, man. Hoyer didn't lose us the game. Do we play LLC or go with the hot hand? No, he didn't lose us the game. But at the end of the day, and I'm sorry, I know I keep saying that. He didn't lose us the game, but I just think Brian Hoyer for a full 4 quarters, bro. I don't know. I don't know. I don't see it. For a full 4 quarters, I don't see it. And somebody can argue me now, but at the end of the day, what will Brian Hoyer do that Aiden O'Connell will not? That's just me. What is he gonna do that Aiden O'Connell can't do? Throw the rookie out there, bro. Throw promise out there. Do something. Smoke it if you got it. And y'all know that. Y'all know that. Defense. We talking about, it's a defensive party right now, man. It's a defensive celebration today. Yes, sir. Momentum. Defense is playing with their hair on fire. My boy Solo. Talking that talk. Glad for a win, but my goodness, I'm convinced our O-line is not going to get better. What's good, Solo? What's the deal, man? Hey, man, hop in here, bro. Talk your stuff. Talk your Raider stuff, bro. If you're trying to hop in here, man, the link is in the chat we got, bro. Hop in here. Talk your Raider stuff, man. Let the people know what you're talking about. But, I mean, the O-line isn't really that bad. Now, run blocking wise, yeah. Look what happened when you finally stretch the field, right? You see now that Jacobs finally has room to maneuver. Jacobs finally has room to move. At the end of the day, you got to stretch the field. That's what it is. You got to stretch the field more. We see what happens now finally when we stretch the field. The O-line at times, yes, is bad. At times they get manhandled sometimes when they play bigger D linemen, right? Stronger D linemen. But I think personally, I saw a lot of flip-flopping of the tackles today. Saw a lot of flip-flopping of the tackles with Illuminor, with Mumford. I personally think that Mumford is a better fit there right now. He's nasty. Right now, as a run blocker, I think we have a better rhythm with him in the game. As a pass blocker, he wasn't too bad today either. No sacks. So we can't really blame the O-line. I mean, there was no sacks today, right? It was pretty clean for the most part. Yeah, they got pressure, but you got to remember that the Patriots blitz, right? The Patriots are going to bring a lot of people. So, of course, there's only 5 down linemen, bro. They bring you 7, right? At the end of the day, we're going to be outnumbered. So I think the O-line wasn't terrible today. Were they spectacular? No. But it's not to the point where I can blame deficiencies on the offensive line, right? I just think it's the flip-flop and the quarterbacks. There's no rhythm, right? We saw some type of running, but I mean, I don't think anything was too bad today, but it could definitely be better. There's certain spots of execution that we're not, getting down. That's just where it is. Ah, man, Tony, and that's real. You know it, and I appreciate you for that, man. But at the end of it, look, we're gonna celebrate the win, but there's definitely things for us to talk about. Definitely things for us to talk about. Do we get concerned with Devontae's usage? Now, are we at the portion where we start to get concerned about Devontae's usage and how he looks frustrated on the sidelines? Now, me personally, a win is a win, right? A win is a win. And I think there's a certain degree and element of this McDaniels offense where it's like there's going to be weeks like that, I believe. Now, could he get more targets? Yes. He definitely could be getting more targets. And I mean, the frustrating thing that we're seeing is we're used to seeing him with a Hall of Fame quarterback in Aaron Rodgers who did not give a fuck about double teams. You got to understand. He got that type of arm. He got that type of mentality. He got that type of quarterback. I don't give a fuck if he's double, bro. I'm going to beat the double before it even gets there, right? I'm going to throw the ball before the double even attempts to get towards Devontae Adams. And we saw a lot of chemistry with him. Now, even with Derek to a certain degree, had it because they played together before. But these are all new quarterbacks, especially if you continue to flip and flop. So now you go from Jimmy G, who didn't really get a training camp with him like that, didn't really get an offseason, but you can see it progress. He's continuously out of the goddamn lineup. So now we look at Brian Hoyer. We have no idea the amount of reps Brian Hoyer and Devontae Adams have been getting in practice. He's the second to third string quarterback. How many reps do you think Brian Hoyer was getting with Devontae Adams? Not many. And then you go with Aiden O'Connell. Maybe he's gotten reps, but even him, to a minimal degree, he's gotten reps with Devontae Adams. So we're seeing a lot of off-rhythm shit happening. And it's going to get frustrating. Guaranteed. If they don't step down the quarterback, it's just going to get more and more frustrating for them. I can see it. I can see it now. Because, I mean, I can see it now only because these quarterbacks are now going to read progressions and they're not going to force feed Devontae the ball. It's not what it's looking like. Not in this offense. And look, before we were force feeding the ball, but now we found more success spreading the wealth. But that's exactly what I said in my pregame. If y'all watch my keys to victory, spread the wealth. Spread the wealth. So does he have a right to be frustrated to a degree? Yes, but we're more successful when we spread the wealth. So I'm kind of torn on that. But what do y'all think in the chat, bro? Should we be concerned about Devontae's usage going forward? Let me know. Let me know. I know we should be better, and I know it shouldn't be that fucking close. Nah, nothing is easy. Nothing is easy. Michael Mayer had a good game. But see, this is what I'm saying. Because the announcers were making a big deal about Devontae not getting the ball. You know, there's going to be a whole story about it because Aaron Rodgers said some shit, you know, about us not using him, you know, as we should. But the offense looks more efficient when you spread that motherfucker around. I mean, it's just, you know, plain and simple. When you see guys like Michael Mayer get involved and then you look at him run and catch the football and get open, you like, this is why you use the second round pick on him. You see a guy like Trey Tucker who continuously stretches the defense and we finally took advantage, right? Hard to say something. Jacoby is always reliable at this point, right? So it's hard to disagree going there. I like Austin Hooper. Give him the ball a little bit more. But see, even that, you spreading more wealth. With Devontae, yes, he should be getting targets. But if it's not to that point where we got to force feed, don't force feed. Don't force feed. Now, if we're losing and he's not getting no targets, then it's a different fucking story. But you get to kind of hide that with the fact that you're winning games. So that's where we at. Boom. Stomp says, yeah, we should be concerned. Yeah. I mean, that shit was on Jimmy, bro. That hit was on Jimmy. And once again, another late throw down the middle. Another late Jimmy throw down the middle. And then a hospital ball to your best receiver. Terrible throw. Now, I'm not going to sit here and be a hater and say Jimmy is all bad because he had a okay game. He had a okay game. He wasn't lights out. by any degree. But if he would have stayed in there, the offense would have had a better rhythm. I'll admit to that point. I'll concede to that point. If Jimmy would have stayed in there, the offense definitely would have had a better rhythm about itself. But still, right? Still, with that, like it wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty. And we're gonna continue to struggle with games if we can't stamp down a sort of rhythm. If we can't stamp down a sort of rhythm. Bro, this to finally get the defense to stamp down though, that's what I'm looking at, right? You would hope the offense would be able to go down there and score and do their thing, but this is just a confidence builder for the defense going forward. And like I said earlier in the week, it's time to go all in on that. It's time to get Patrick Graham some more tools, more weapons. Shit. You feel me? Like, because I'm going to that meeting. No cap. I'm Patrick Graham. I'm going to that meeting. Look here. All right. You got Hunter Renfrow. You don't use him. All right. You got DeAndre Carter. You barely use him. You barely started using Michael Mayer and all this. What all these motherfuckers on offense you're not using? Let's go ahead and convert some money, bro, and give me something. All right. Give me something. All right, because you wasted money over here, bro. Give me something that I can utilize right now, immediately. Now, I know it's easier said than done because we're not trying to give up that much draft capital and do all that. But did Renfrow have a catch today? Answer me that question. The game started, and I saw Trey Tucker at slot. It's over. That's done. And I don't want to seem like I'm a harsh to the fact that, we all do love Renfrow. Renfrow is a fan favorite, but I've long ago already made peace with the fact that he's probably not going to be on this team. Before the season started, I made peace with that fact. All right, so all of y'all, that still are clinging to hope, no, let it go. It's over. He barely played today. I don't know if he got targeted. I saw him in, but he wasn't targeted. He ran some bullshit. I'm not going to say the routes were bullshit, but he ran some decoy shit that didn't even get looked his way. So it's time to let that go and find some immediate production on this defensive side of the ball. No ifs, ands, or buts. It's time to fucking invest in this defense. That's where I'm at. Because you see that right there, what we just did right there? Imagine that with another motherfucker on the side of Max, bro. Imagine Brian Burns on the other side of that. Imagine Montez Sweat. You feel me? Daniil Hunter. Maybe Leonard Williams. What else could we do? We hold motherfuckers to 17 points. I want more. I want to hold motherfuckers under 15. That's what I want. That's where I'm at now. We'll turn it into 85 Bears quick in this motherfucker. I don't care. I like having a defense at least. But if Josh ain't gonna utilize some of these weapons, bro, trade them. Get rid of them. Get somebody in here that's gonna cause an impact. Yeah. It's almost always a first down when Devontae touches the ball. Almost always. But we're running this system where the quarterback is told to look a certain way and to have a certain progression, have a certain read, and if he sees a certain coverage, these quarterbacks don't have the type of rhythm where they see a certain coverage and they don't give a fuck. They're just going to throw it anyway because that's Devontae, right? And they know that he's going to make a play. They don't have that type of rapport. So at the end of the day, they're going to see a certain coverage and go away from that shit because they don't have the confidence in that. That's not where they're at. That's what we're seeing. But it's going to continue to happen because you're flip-flopping quarterbacks. Jimmy out 1 week. Brian Horner comes in. We have no idea if he's going to play next week. And then Aiden O'Connell is fucking sitting there inactive. So who knows? Who knows? Hoyer has the longest pass. And that's a goddamn shame. A shame. And y'all let me know. But this is the funny part. If Jimmy would have stayed in the game, I don't think that pass to Tucker happens. Let's be honest with ourselves. If Jimmy stays in the game, that pass to Trey Tucker is not going to happen. That shit is not a completion. I don't see it. Jimmy's cooked. Jimmy's cooked. I don't like what I'm seeing at all. The shit is bad. Hey, man, that's another thing we got to talk about, Cliff. We're going to make a big video on that, bro. You know how we do our teach tape, man. On Thursday, we go live, bro. That's going to be my focus. Red zone drives. Because he was brought in here to fucking help the red zone. He was brought in here to help the red zone, bro. And now we're looking and we can't fucking convert anything at this point. It's bad. Once again. Bad once again. Field goals. Settling for field goals. You could have blown this game wide the fuck open. Early. We could have blown it wide open early only because, man, we like my man said, maybe I don't know what the problem is down there. The protection is sometimes bad. Routes congested. You throw sometimes the quarterbacks, once again, the report that comes up, the quarterbacks are trying to throw a fade to Devontae, maybe a back shoulder. They're not on the same page. Maybe it could be an easy conversion, easy touchdown, but none of them are on the same page right now. You can see it. You can see it. And then the fact that we're not running the ball consistently, we can't really run that bitch in there like we're used to. So it's just bad. Once we get down there, terrible. We're getting down there, but now it's time to convert. That's the next step of the evolution, right? Now you win this game. I'm not going to be too upset. Like I said, I wanted to see convincing, but I'm not going to be too upset about it, whatever, because Jimmy went out. But, you win this game. The next step of your evolution now for Josh McDaniels as his head coach is to now start converting these red zone drives, bro. Converting the drives into touchdowns, not just 3 points, swinging it, right? That's a 4-point swing. You got to swing that shit in your favor. So, I mean, a couple of those conversions, if you convert a couple of those for touchdowns, you put these motherfuckers away. Easy. You feel me? Like, they're not there. Like I said, they're cool. They're not a good team, bro. They're injured. They're not a good team. So, a couple of those, if you just convert, how many red zone trips we have? Y'all let me know, around like 6 to 7. And we came away with touchdowns. How many of those? Like 1? And this is just head math, but we had like 6 to 7 red zone drives, came away with 1 touchdown, bro. If you just convert 2 more of them, if you're 3 for 7, this is not a game. Guaranteed. If you're 3 for 7 in the red zone and you scored 3 times, 3 touchdowns, right? And they had the same total yardage, whatever they have, bro. This ain't no game, bro. This ain't no contest. So this is the whole thing. This is why I say you have to start converting these points, bro. This 4-point swing needs to happen. Cliff, you spot on. You right. Shouldn't. Right. I mean, and to be honest, this is the sad truth. The sad truth is, Sun Goddess, Josh McDaniels ain't that bad. He's not that bad of a play caller. This is the thing. He's not that bad. But the thing is, the decision making comes into question sometimes. And the fact in the offseason, you thought that Jimmy Garoppolo was going to be the answer without a viable solution as your second string. Now, Aiden O'Connell is here, but for whatever reason, they refused to play him. So they knew what Jimmy Garoppolo was. Shit, I think all of us knew what Jimmy Garoppolo was and what it could be. Him coming in here, getting injured. We all had that kind of feeling. So at the end so whatever the case is, you chose to go with that. So nobody's going to boo-hoo and complain that the offense looks shitty with Brian Hoyer because nobody's going to feel sorry for that because you chose that. Especially if you choose to play him over Aiden O'Connell and y'all look shitty next week against the Bears. He chose that. So he can never really get under the spotlight. Even if he's calling good plays, even if he's calling good shit, he ain't never going to get away from that because at the end of the day, he's the quarterback he chose. And if these quarterbacks are playing shitty, you're ultimately going to look shitty. This is what it is. Baffled. I'm just baffled right now, y'all. And there are times where I'm tweeting out during the game, especially too. We could have took control of this game. Multiple times we could have took control of this game. But we continuously let a team hang around in the second and third quarters, you continuously let these motherfuckers just hang around until, you have a point in the end of the game where they can ultimately take the lead. Luckily, these past 2 weeks, our defense has been able to close the gap. But offense got to take more advantage, man. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I'm about to go grab the forbidden substances. But as y'all can still hear me, look, we on Bluetooth. We on some new upper tier shit. So even if I'm away from the screen, y'all know, make sure y'all hit the subscribe button. Y'all know what time it is. At the end of the day, Raiders still get a dub. So we still gonna perform, and we still gonna sit here and have a little party, have ourselves just a little smoke. Y'all know what time it is. But like I said, we upgrading. We doing what the fuck we gotta do. So y'all let me know. Okay, let's get on the positives. Let's get on some positives. Y'all let me know in the comments, right? What y'all feeling good about? What got y'all feeling good? What got y'all feeling okay? Even though it was not the prettiest win, right? We all know it ain't the prettiest win, but at the end of the day, what y'all feeling good about? Y'all let me know down in the chat. All right. Even though it wasn't the prettiest, what's the positives that you took away from this? What are some of the things that you came away from the game saying, yeah, we can work with this going forward, right? I'll let y'all know my positives going in a little bit, but I want to hear y'all, man. I want to hear y'all. What had y'all smiling today? What had y'all saying, okay, this is some hope for the future as we continue on with this season? Let's see what my man say. Needed to run the clock out, and he passes the ball. I say positives, and he come up with that shit, and I was definitely gonna fuck around and talk about something else later on. I was gonna talk about that later on, but at the end of the day, yeah, just positives, positives, man. What y'all got for the positives? What do y'all come away saying from this? Stomp. A win is a win. Last year we didn't win 2 games in a row early in season. True. And I feel like we got to keep that type of confidence. Going into this season. Stomp is completely right. I don't think last year we won 2 games in a row early on in the season, and I think he's completely right. So, just keeping on the winning side of things, staying on the winning side of things, learning how to close games out, right? That's real crucial. Learning how to close a game out is a skill that some teams don't possess. Luckily, this defense is learning the skill to possess that. And once, we continuously understand, how to close games, not only as a defense, but as a team, we're going to be scary. If we can put that shit together this year, or just give me the building blocks to it, right? Give me the building blocks to close teams out. I predicted a 9-win season. I can stand by that prediction. I'm not going to waver from it. 9-win season, which is, 3 better than what we had, so I'll take that. Maybe the playoffs. Maybe you sneak 1 to get 10-7. But it's looking rough because you have Brian Hoyer, who's going to probably play next week. That's my gut opinion. If they go with Aiden O'Connell, trust me, I'm going to be happy. I want them to. And I know some of y'all know, go with Hoyer. He looked like a rookie. Bro, the Bears have an undrafted quarterback playing if Justin Fields don't play, which is unlikely because he hurt his wrist. So why not? We realize why not? If he can't fucking beat them, and if he can't do good against them, well, shit. Then we know, right? Now we know he's not it. And at least then, we know what we can do moving forward. Look at shit. Next year, it's a plethora of quarterback coming out. I'm not going to be tripping if he's not the one, right? If he's not the one, I'm not going to sit here and boo-hoo cry because there's a lot of shit coming out next year that we can obtain. But I want to know. Shit, I want to see it. And Brian Hoyer is not going to sit there for a full 4 quarters to get me excited. Right? Maybe against the Bears, sure. Maybe against the Bears, he looked good. But keep in mind, if Jimmy Garoppolo is out for an extended period of time, we still got to go to Detroit. And yeah, a rookie playing Detroit. Ooh, right? Maybe. But Brian Hoyer playing in Detroit too. Right? So, regardless of it, we still come back to the same argument. Jacobs looks like he's trying to run hard. Looks like he's getting better. That is a great observation, Cliff. Great observation. Yes, I agree with you. It looks better now. These past couple weeks, he looks better. He looks more like the Josh Jacobs that we're accustomed to seeing. You know, a lot of people wanted to argue with me when I said Josh didn't look right, during the first couple weeks. And not saying, oh, he sucks or that. Or, yeah, and some of the offensive line too, but we weren't seeing him break tackles like we're seeing him do now, right? We're seeing him finally break these tackles, look like how we're used to seeing him look, right? Getting to that second level. And once he gets there, it's a hard motherfucker to bring down, right? That's a hard guy to try to tackle. So, that's my whole point. I'm saying that, as far as Jacobs is concerned, he's definitely getting back there. He's definitely getting back there. Offensive line got to keep holding it down. Little inconsistencies at times. Like I said, I think Thayer Mumford being in is better to me right now for the run blocking than Jermaine Illuminor. I mean, that's my gut feeling. Every time I see Mumford in there, he giving some energy, right? He giving some energy. He's pushing motherfuckers off the ball. I just like what I see when Mumford's in the game. So that's just me. But definitely Jacobs getting back there. Good observation, Cliff. This Bears game has no reason, no, at all. At all. I mean, shit, this game had no reason to be close, huh? Be honest with you. This game had no goddamn earthly reason why it should have been this goddamn close going down the stretch. But like I said, I give you a pass because Jimmy Garoppolo leaves mid-game. Now, I don't give you a pass if he's out for a long, extended period of time, right? Like, I don't give Josh McDaniels no fucking boo-hoo cries if Jimmy Garoppolo isn't in for a full extend, if he's out for a full extended period of time. You don't get no boo-hoo cries, motherfucker. You still better come out here and try to win some games, especially this Bears game. He don't get no mulligans because this is who you chose, especially if you choose to start Brian Hoyer and not Aiden O'Connell. I'm not gonna get fooled. You feel what I'm saying? Now I know he played good coming in here and gave us some good shit down the stretch. Brian Hoyer had a good, nice little throw. But I will not sit here and concede to the fact that 4 quarters of Brian Hoyer is gonna play winning football. 4 quarters, full quarters. Yeah, maybe in a spot, in a pinch, he come in here and play pretty good, but a full 4? I don't know, man. I don't know. Another positive, defense is getting better and better against the run. Definitely. And you're going to need to bring your lunchbox next week because these motherfuckers is going to run the ball. Next week, they're running the ball. I'm telling y'all, with quarterback troubles, they're going to be running the ball. No ifs, ands, or doubts about it. So better bring the lunchbox next week because we're on the road. You know what time it is. You gotta get another one. I mean, regardless of whatever the Bears have looked like in these past games, still you're still going on the road. You got to fuck around and come out with a victory. Got to fuck around and come out with a victory, and it's gonna be, it's gonna be tough, bro, because you're about to see Detroit at home too, and you on the road for that shit too. And Detroit, they fucked around and handled business against Tampa Bay today. So, that's gonna be real, bro. It's gonna be a real game. But like I said, either way, I'm very happy that the Raiders still came out with a dub regardless. Right? Regardless, I'm happy the Raiders came out with a dub. Can't really complain too much with a win. But the stars of the show are the defense. Always stars of the show are the defense. Definitely, bro. Let me see. Yeah. Run defense is having some shit. My boy, Protect the Shield in the building. What's happening, man? Salute. What's going on? We over here discussing the Raiders win, man. Discussing the positive. What are we seeing? What did we see from the Raiders today that was very positive? Defense, of course, stole the show. Another positive. Finally on the win streak. That's 2. Now, can we get the third? We're going in, right, and the Bears aren't relatively healthy. Either. So it's going to be another hobbled football team that the Raiders are going to meet next week. So at the, when we're looking at the core, The Raiders are going to have to come away with a win next week because the Bears are hobbled. And like I said, I don't think Justin Fields might be playing. He came away with a wrist injury early on today. So him playing might be a doubt. So even if he doesn't play, they got an undrafted rookie in there who, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, he was slaying. He was moving the ball a little bit, but he ain't got that strong of arm, right? So once again, the pressure. And the offensive line for Chicago is not all that good. So we need more pressure. And the way to get more pressure is to continue to do what you're doing now. Bring these blitzes, bring these blitz packages, run the games at the defensive line, stunts, all the shit that they're doing. It's beautiful, right? And also, it's time to grab another DN, bro. It's time. It's time. Didn't see too much from Malcolm Coach today. Salute, Sam. What's the deal, Hoyer? Yeah. So a win is a win, baby. A win is a win. Hoyer came in and surprised me for sure. We gotta do. Defense star of the show. Who y'all want? Well, you know me. Protect the shield. He asking who we want. Who do we want at quarterback? You know who I want. Foe. I want foe. Bring in Aiden O'Connell. That's what I want for a full 4 quarters. Of course, we give Brian Hoyer his credit for coming in and helping us win the game, but bring in O'Connell, bro. Especially if Jimmy is out for an extended period of time. I want O'Connell in there for sure. Cliff says we got to go with the hot hand. Cliff says the hot hand. Maybe. I mean, you can see it both ways. I can see it both ways, honestly. I can see it both ways. Let me hear it. Crosby called game. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And that's what the greats do. But that's what the greats do. Yeah. I mean, we're just not seeing the rhythm with Adams right now. Adams don't have any rapport with these quarterbacks. That's the main problem. There's no rapport, and especially they're not confident enough to see a double team and still throw, like Aaron Rodgers suggests or like Devontae suggests. I see double teams all the time. You still got to throw it. They're not comfortable doing that. They haven't had that many reps with him, and they're not, they haven't had that much repetition with Devontae to be able to say, fuck that. I see that double team. I'm still going to throw it to a certain spot because I know he's going to make the play. They're not there. The offense is not there. So that's another reason we're seeing all this, confusion. We're seeing all this confusion. We're seeing all this frustration because it's just no rapport with the offense, with the play caller, or not the play caller, but with the signal caller. There's no rapport. Brian Hoyer hasn't had that many reps with Devontae Adams. I mean, Jimmy probably has had the most, but he's missed a significant amount of time in training camp. And, he's barely getting into form with that. He's out, but he's consistently out of the lineup with these injuries. So he's not going to be able to just continue to build the rapport. Nah. Let me see. Hoyer has a stronger arm than Jimmy. If he gets benched for AFC, then it's because he didn't target 16 all the time. Yep. I don't know, man. I don't know. If AFC comes in and loses the game, that don't look good. No, it don't. But, I mean, Brian Hoyer loses the same shit, right? I'm just saying 4 quarters, bro. 4 quarters of Brian Hoyer. We just have to think about it, right? Yeah, he played the whole second half, but realistically, what did we do the whole second half? We didn't really do shit the whole second half. We were in the red zone, got stopped again. I don't see it being good. I don't see it, thriving how it's supposed to thrive. Yeah, he took that shot downfield, but we'll see. I don't know. Maybe he proves me wrong. I just don't see it. Defense saves it again. I mean, at least you're feeling good, though. At least you're feeling good, man. But, AFC, defense is playing their ass off right now. We got to just give it up to them. We finally got a defense, bro. We finally got a fucking defense. As a Lakers fan, It's beautiful to see. I've never seen this shit before. Defense ending games. Wild shit right there, man. Wild stuff. Wild stuff. Randy Raiders. My boy Randy. How you living, Randy? What's going on, man? Another dub in the books, man. Another week, another dub in the books, man. We on. Mr. Raider Nation. Bears, Lions, Giants, Jets, Vikes, Colts, Broncos. If we split with the Chargers, we can win 11 games this year. I still believe. Okay. I mean, next week I still expect a dub, even if Jimmy don't play. Right? Even if Jimmy don't play, I still expect a dub. Brian Hoyer, Aiden O'Connell, I expect to win. I mean, especially if they don't have Justin Fields, I expect us to win that game. Detroit, it's gonna be a little tough. That's gonna be tough because they're real and they're physical and they get down. So we'll see about that. But you said after that, then we got the Giants hobbled. We about to see them. They about to get their ass whooped in less than an hour, right? So we'll see. Jets defense is okay, but that offense, we can get down with that. If the defense plays like how they're playing, we can fuck with anybody. Vikes, we can fuck with them. You know what I mean? If the defense, like I said, if the defense plays how they're playing right now, we can fuck with any team. It doesn't matter. Colts, especially, Gardner Minshew in there, we can fuck with people, bro. I mean, by next week, we should see some trade shit going down. I'm going to let y'all know that right now. Yep. I'm glad you said this. Defense got to stop making stupid mistakes. They let the Patriots continue with their drives that led to 14. That's true. If we're going to talk about the only critique of this defense, penalties. You allow them to continue drives at times, yeah. You're not going to play flawless, but I'm not going to put a lot on them. At the end of the day, they won us the goddamn game, but yeah, that is something we do got to monitor as well. Make it tough for ourselves. I mean, that falls into what Sam is saying too. Penalties, self-inflicted penalties. You make it tough on yourself. You could have got them off the field a number of times. Playing too far off the ball sometimes with our corners costs us some third downs, that I definitely think we should have clamped down. But, you live and learn off those. 17 points a game ain't nothing to cry over, though. We still taking it. No. And I'm glad I started this channel, and I'm glad I have all of y'all, man, watching as y'all watch. This is why I made the video earlier on. I think it was in the past 2 weeks I made this video. The Raiders cannot fall into the scapegoat trap because if they start losing games, they're going to fuck around and say, oh, Patrick Graham's fault. No. Right, Patrick? You don't get that motherfucking excuse. Patrick Graham is doing his goddamn job. If anything, he's the only one on this coaching staff doing his goddamn job. Everybody else, McDaniels, right? I mean, special teams coordinator too, doing his goddamn job. But McDaniels is to blame for the offensive struggles. So at the end of the day, there is no scapegoat. You don't get that fucking luxury now. And this is the beauty of it. The Raiders will win games, but Josh McDaniels don't get the fucking luxury of the scapegoat. The defense is playing well, motherfucker. What's your excuse? You got to score over 20 points. You got all these weapons. So technically, Josh still don't get no pass because he didn't score over 20 points. Now, yes, we did technically score over 20 points, but the offense didn't. Still something to monitor. Man, Jimmy sucks. He waits 5 to 6 weeks to throw it to a tight end. Ain't that the truth? When Michael Mayer been open like that all goddamn season. Are you fucking kidding? Hey, what? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Are you serious? They beat the Eagles? Whoa. Well, I mean, hey, honestly, a wild day because, I mean, the Niners lost to the Browns, a Deshaun Watson-less Browns. So, yeah, it's ugly. No more undefeated. Yeah, it's ugly. It was an ugly week. No, hell no. This ain't on no coaches. I have no problem with decision making today for Josh McDaniels. No problem with nothing. Mostly players today. Yeah. Use the tight ends, bro. Patrick Graham called a good game, but you can tell the defense took a while to get set for the offense. Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to fuck around, but I feel like Patrick Graham had the right beat. There was a certain point they kept fucking us up on those, sweeps to the outside, but good adjustments by Patrick Graham, right? They kept fucking us up with sweeps. They kept fucking us up with those, not behind the back, but the wide receiver sweeps around and shit. But they made the adjustments, stopped the outside runs, and here we are. So we played pretty good there. Tight end Mayer looked good when we got him the ball. Yeah. And he's been open like that all season. All season. Mayer has been open like that consistently. But now you finally hit him on these targets, right? But this is what happens when you finally run the offense how it's supposed to be ran. We see that. I mean, the only thing that's consistently a factor, or let's say a non-factor in these last weeks, is Hunter Renfrow not getting the ball. And like I've been saying for weeks upon weeks, I've made peace with the fact that Hunter Renfrow ain't going to be on this team no more. That's a wrap. He's not going to be here no more. And just by the simple fact of how we using him, we're not using it. So at the end of the day, like I said, if I'm Patrick Graham, I'm walking in that office. I'm saying, hey, look, you got $13 million tied up in the guy you're not using. I know he ain't going to say it, but you got $13 million tied up in the guy you are not using. Trade that away. Do something. But get us a guy on defense that I know I'm going to be able to use right now. Right the fuck now. We seeing what Max is doing, and we're seeing this D-line room starting to get active like we heard about in the offseason. Adam Butler doing some shit. Bilal Nichols sighting, right? John Jenkins, Malcolm Coates comes in for a spot. The D-line starting to get active. We got to add to it, bro. Add to it. Every week, we see these rookies continue to get better and shine, bro. Shine. What we see from Trey Tucker today, some shit that we've been waiting for weeks. I've shown y'all film. We went through it, right? Tucker's been open. You finally give him the ball. I mean, it took Brian Hoyer to do it, but you finally get Tucker the ball. These are the rookies that we've been waiting for. Yeah, Mayer got beat on a couple blocks. He's still not the strongest run blocker, but in the past game, he's been open. Right? He's still not the greatest run blocker, but that gets better with time, with strength, right? With another offseason under his belt, he's gonna be able to add some strength to him, and he's gonna know how to really get down in the run game. But as for right now, bro, he's got a nice little feel in that pass game. He's got a nice feel. I like it. Get us a DT or a corner. I don't know, man. I don't know about the corner. DT, I could see, but these D tackles are playing well. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. Butler and Jenkins ain't bad, bro. Now, are they superstars? Hell no. But I think our problem is more on the outside, bro. We're not getting enough from the other side of Max. That's what I think the problem is. As of right now, I think these D tackles are solid. They're solid. But we're not getting enough out of the end spots on the other side as far as pressure, bro. So I really think we should get another D in. I'm not going to lie. Looks good. Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Butler and Jenkins, even Bilal Nichols to a degree, they look good, right? And in no way, shape, or form am I calling them superstars in any means. But what I'm saying is they're solid. They're solid. We need another guy who can cause disruption and pressure, bro. That's where we're at. We don't have that right now, but we're going to get there. We're going to get there. With another guy who can cause some pressure, it's going to be ugly. Real ugly for guys. So I like what I see. I like what I see from the defense. I like what I see from, the team in general took another step today, right? For the most part, for the majority of the part, we controlled the game. For a majority of it, we controlled the game and we looked good. So at the end, I can't really be too angry at what I saw. Now, did we loosen the reins a little bit? Yes, you did. You loosened the reins, but your starting quarterback went out. So there's kind of a mulligan. Kind of. Starting quarterback goes out in the middle of a game. It's kind of, it kind of fucks. It throws off shit. Throws some shit off. So I give it a little pass there. You know what I'm saying? You loosen the reins a little bit, but you came away with a dub and your defense ended the game, right? Ended the game in, another dominant fashion, right? Because you closed it out with an interception last week. You close it out with a safety this week. Dominant fashion, you close that shit out. So I'm not mad. Not mad. My boy Chili, back to back. Yes, sir. Hoyer the Destroyer. we there. That's where we're at. I like it. I was happy they kept putting on. Yo. And this leads me to believe the next question. Why in the hell wasn't Tyler Hall playing? Why the hell wasn't Tyler Hall playing more before? I mean, shit, he was playing well last year. And then you sign him to a long-term contract, or at least this quote-unquote long-term, and then the motherfucker don't play? Nah, bro. Yeah, they got to keep him in. Even when Hobbs comes back, he's got to play, bro. He's got to play. Because Hall is real, bro. I like Hall. I do. There's a number of times, bro, he had a couple of good run fits. He was playing good coverage, bro. I like him. Even the meat got down today. Jacorian got beat a little bit, but I put that on the product of the defense still playing so goddamn soft. They got to stop playing so goddamn soft. If Jimmy can't go next week, enough time for them to get AOC ready. Not sure. May have to go with Hoyer. I mean, why not? That's what I'm saying. If you decide early, right? If you don't drag your goddamn feet and you say, "Oh, I don't know who's gonna play," like they drugged their feet last time. Maybe because they thought Jimmy was gonna come back from the concussion, but Jimmy went to the hospital, so that's probably going to be a long-term goddamn injury. So a week, now you got to be like, all right, bro. Like I would have decided this tomorrow. Tomorrow is my decision. This motherfucker's gonna play this week. Get yourself ready. Get these reps. We going extra this week. Get the reps, and we gonna run it, right? And then none of that fucking split team rep shit, right? Whoever knows the offense good enough, this kid needs reps in practice, bro. All of that. Hoyer knows the goddamn offense. He don't need all them reps. Over Jimmy. Jimmy wasn't bad today. He wasn't impressive, but he wasn't bad. He was okay today. Bennett and Amik aren't it. Plus the Rook and Kuntz got to cook. They need inside pressure. Nah, bro. Wilson ain't there yet. He's not there. And Kuntz ain't the 3-down lineman either. He's the respectfully disagree. I don't think Kuntz is a 3-down lineman. We ain't seen nothing from Kuntz today. He cooked and burnt the meal. So I'm not. Kuntz ain't no 3-down lineman. I know people want him to be, but he's not. And Wilson ain't there yet. You need somebody else who can cause consistent pressure right now, bro. We're missing that Chandler Jones presence. Not saying we're missing him, but we're missing what he could bring, right? Yeah. I was pleasantly surprised too. Now, do you have confidence this is going to be a full 4 quarters of shit we see? That's my question to you. That's my question to everybody. I can't get wrapped up in the moment because I have to think, is this going to be a full 4 quarters of consistent play from Brian Hoyer? That's all I'm saying. But like Chili said, we continue to take a step forward as a team, right? Because I think we could all sense that Josh McDaniels was kind of losing grip of the shit, of the message. So you win, these last 2 weeks, right? You start to build the building blocks. Now you're closing games out and beating teams. You're closing games out, right? Now the building block is to do it convincingly. But we haven't had a team to be able to just close out the game like they're doing so far. So this is good. No heart attack, right? No high blood pressure because we're closing games out, right? So, that's good to see. Jimmy almost got Devontae killed. Yep. Wasn't throwing past 10 yards. Hoyer threw that. Yep. 30 plus. And that's true. He did. He almost got Devontae killed. Late throw across the middle once again behind Devontae. Yeet. Check shot. Easy breakup, right? Hoyer, he went downfield immediately. I'm just, 4 quarters. We'll see. He's probably going to play next week. That's not, what I want don't really matter because at the end of the day, the Raiders are going to do what the fuck they're going to do regardless. So what I want, though, they don't give a damn what I want. But, Hoyer's going to play next week. But if it was me, I'd play Aiden O'Connell. Never goes the way you predicted. Never, ever, ever. My God. You know what time it is? Put AOC. I'm rolling with O'Connell. That's just me. Now, I know some people, we're going to look at the moment. And yes, Brian Hoyer got us out of a pickle. But I'm not confident in that in 4 straight quarters. I'm just not. How bad is I don't know. I don't know, Chili, how bad the injury is. But whenever you got to leave the game in an ambulance to go to the hospital, it's typically not that good. Typically. Man, at this point, bro, because he not only, yes, we're missing our quarterback, but he's fucking up the rhythm of the offense being in and out like this. Now, of course, I don't want him to be injured. Never wishing an injury on anybody. But he's fucking up the rhythm and flow of the offense being in and out the way he is, bro. It's just fucking it up. It's making it bad. But this is why I'm saying, yeah. And he might be, Sam. But this is why I'm saying you have to make the decision early in the week and don't drag your feet as a coaching staff and say, oh shit, the day of the game, oh shit, Aiden O'Connell is gonna be the guy. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what they did against the Chargers. Drug their feet the whole week, because then during the week, I fucking know what they did. Split reps between him and Brian Hoyer. He didn't get a majority of the reps like he should have been doing. And then drug their feet the whole week. And then during the day of the game, said, oh shit, okay, you're going to play. Right? You can't do that. You can't do that. And I would rather them be decisive, say, all right, you know what, bro? You're going to play this week. Get all these reps this week. Get comfortable. Get them all. Right? Get the first team reps. Get yourself acclimated, and during the game, we're good to go. We already know what the deal is. But this is what I'm saying. You can't drag your goddamn feet. Name the starter. Jacobs was mid, low-key. How much is it the O-line fault this week? Let me think on that. Their fault? If you want to go like totality, like fucking 25%, they weren't that bad. The O-line is not that bad. I don't know why. Where's the narrative of people getting the O-line is just dog shit? Like, I don't know where y'all are getting that narrative. They're not that bad, bro. They're really not. Right? Now, are they the greatest O-line in the world? No. By any stretch, they're not. They're not. But there are worse O-lines than ours. I'm telling you that right now. There are worse. We're about to see one against the Bills right now. Right? The Giants O-line is garbage. Basura. They're bad. Right? So that's a bad O-line. Our O-line is inconsistent. Yes, I'll give you that all day. They're inconsistent. But I don't think they're that bad. Right? Jacobs, we're starting to see him now get to form because, like I said, when he first came back, he wasn't all the way there because we're not seeing him break the tackles like how we're seeing him do now. Get in the open space, get that little wiggle like we do now. So he's getting there. It's still, the box is still a little congested, but if we can start putting on tape and we can go downfield, maybe it'll back their asses up a little bit. McDaniel said, do this for my fucking family on one of the play calls dialed in. Hey, man. He coaching for his fucking life these weeks, bro. He's coaching for his life. You can't lose next week either. The Bears suck. Like the Giants. Thank you, Chili. The Giants are trash. That O-line's bad. Y'all want to see a bad O-line? Watch this Sunday night game. That'll give you an idea to tell you how okay our offensive line is. That's what I'm saying. They're mid. Our offensive line is just mid. They're just inconsistent as fuck. But you want to watch a bad O-line? Watch the Sunday night game. Randy. The offensive line is not bad. This is the whole thing. Jimmy is not, I'm not going to put everything on Jimmy because it's not always on Jimmy. Yes, like I said, the offensive line is inconsistent, but they're not that bad to the point where he should be playing that bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's playing bad to the point where it's like, it's easy to be like, oh, it's on the offensive line. And it would be easy to say that if they were like terrible. But they're not bad. They're not terrible, right? It's on Jimmy too. If Jimmy ain't playing well, he should not be playing this bad behind this offensive line. I'm sorry. They're not that bad where he should be playing this bad. Like I said today, as far as the warranty today, he didn't play terrible today. I'm not along the lines of saying he played bad today. I think if he would have stayed in for the full 4 quarters, the Raiders probably would have won this in more convincing fashion. That's what I believe, because he had the offense humming a little bit. Offense was humming a little bit. So I think, and I think he would have converted a little bit more on the touchdown drives, maybe. So yeah, I think the offense probably would have had a little bit of rhythm to it if Jimmy stayed in all 4 quarters. But if Jimmy stays all 4 quarters, it's a big if. That's what I'm saying. We always talking about if with him. Yeah, that's what the offense could be multiple times. Deep shots. It would be easy to put AOC in if Hoyer lost the game, but we should play whoever gives us the best chance to win. I mean, if you, like I said, that's your humble opinion, Cliff. If you think, if you think that Hoyer gives us the better chance to win, so be it. And then you may be right as far as when you say the hot hand. Cool, right? Sure. But, we probably going to have to go with it right now anyway. The hot hand. We're going to have to go with the hot hand. And, I mean, my gut feeling says they put Hoyer in anyway. It don't matter what I want. So, but, my gut feeling says that Hoyer plays. Jimmy does hold the ball, bro. Jimmy does hold the ball. Yeah. I mean, 3rd and 2, but then you got to think about this too, Randy. I didn't like that play call. Me personally, I didn't like the play call. I would have play action they had. Everybody knew what the fuck we were calling. All right, that's one. That's just one. That 3rd and 2, bro, I think everybody in the stands and everybody that was watching the game was like, it's about to be a run. Right? I mean, it's predictable. So, of course, there was like 9 motherfuckers in the box. They knew what we were doing. We knew what we were doing. So, it's not really surprising. That was on the play call to me. I would have play action their ass. Give me a little tight end out route or something. Tight ends been good all day. Right? The tight end's been killing them all day. Give me something quick to Hooper, something quick to Mayer, something. Right? But I didn't like that play call. That was more of McDaniels to me. The Giants O-line relying on Waller to seal edge blocks. See that they like, yeah, that's where they're at. Understand that. That's where they're at. I'm telling you want to see what a bad O-line looks like, watch the Sunday night game. You are about to see what that looks like. And then you're gonna watch the game and be like, okay, I understand. Right? I'm telling you. With this O-line, it's hard to want to give a rookie a chance. They could cook his confidence. Against the Bears, they didn't give up a sack today, Chris. What do you mean? You feel me? I understand what y'all saying, but the O-line didn't give up a sack. Yeah, we cannot blame it on that. We can't keep blaming it on that. They didn't give up a sack. And yeah, trust me, I'll tell you when they're shitty, but there were no sacks given. I'm telling you, they're not that bad. Not that bad. We can't rest on that. Gronk Jr. Yes, sir. Poor Darren Waller. Yep. It's bad. Every time Mayer got a pass, you could feel the DB's prayer. Linebacker was close. I'm telling you, bro. And he gets that yards after catch shit. Bro, this is the Mayer I've been waiting to see since we got him. I was excited about that pick. I love that pick. We about to see some more. Hopefully he continues his ascension. I'm out. Appreciate you interacting with us, fans. Been down with the nation today. Man, hey, no problem, Mr. Raider Nation. Hey, man, have a good one, bro. Once again, it's a great win, bro. Thank you for coming on, man. Thank everybody for coming on, for real. But yeah, although the Raiders win in close fashion, I'm still happy about the win. Regardless of it, bro, I just wanted to get a dub. I just wanted to see us, stack wins on the top of each other, right? And at the end of the day, this is something that I'm excited to see, excited to watch. So, make sure you guys hit the like, hit the subscribe button, especially if you're new to the channel, man. If you want to talk more Raiders ball, bro, I'm definitely going to be releasing a video tomorrow, talking about the game in more detail. And then we're going to really get down to the nitty gritty on what I like, what I dislike, the winners, losers, right? And what should we be concerned or not concerned about. So remember, make sure you guys are monitoring that Jimmy situation too. We got to see what's going on. To me, that might be a long-term thing. But if it's not, let's see what's going on with it, right? Let's see what's going on with it. Real quick, My boy, Real Men and Raiders in the building. What's going on, man? With the Dell. Let me see what y'all talking about. AFC is going to need a running to be, yeah. Maybe we need the running game. The running game got to be a little bit more consistent, of course, but I think with more deep shots, we start to open that shit up. TDs instead of field goals. Ha! Yes, sir. Same here, brother man. Same here. Not drunk though, because I don't do all that. But hey, that's your preference. Would you put Tyree in a package deal? Number one, Mike, they're not getting rid of Tyree. You gotta take that shit off. They're definitely not going to be getting rid of Tyree Wilson. But Renfro and Zamir, open game to me. That's an open game to me. Yes, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Renfro and Zamir, and maybe a little draft pick, right? For premier edge. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Renfro and Zamir are on the table. Yeah. Tyree, definitely. They're never trading. They're not trading Tyree. They're not doing that. But Renfro's as good as gone. We all know that. Yeah, Tyree's gonna be here. Right? He's getting better. He made some crucial stops in the run game today. I saw some shit from him. But like I said, man, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. If you guys are new to the channel, if you're not, man, you already know all my real ones, all my day ones. Man, appreciate you for pulling up to the show, man. I always do my reactions. Make sure you guys are tapping on the like, tapping on the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell. If he is still live right now, I'm gonna be going on the Nothing But Raiders podcast with Darian. If y'all know him, right? Chris for Protective Shield, he be on with him all the time on Tuesdays. So if he's still live, I'm about to go over there, hop on over there. Just talk some more Raiders ball with some more Raider folks. So if y'all want to see more what I got going on, more what I'm talking about, hop over to his channel. Remember, it's Nothing But Raiders podcast. Hop over there, see if he's still live. If he is, you about to see me in a minute. If not, then hey, I'm about to release my winners, my losers for today's game, right? I'm about to release that tomorrow, right? And we're going to keep it cracking, man. But another Raiders dub, always feeling good after a Raiders win. Never going to complain after a win, right? Make sure you hit the like, hit the subscribe button. And y'all know I keep it authentic from the clouds to the ground on the Raider Rundown.
I need a bad bitch with an accent, serving in peace, still taxing. Just got tapped for the young cash app, moonwalking like a young Mike Jackson. Yeah, shots to the head, ride clean and it's still fuck feds. Realest nigga and it's on my kids, so who the fuck gon' wanna test me, bitch?